AEW Fight for the Fallen. Disrespectful, man. Think of all the people that have fallen.
Wait, was it not Fighter Fest?
No, it's not. That was last week.
Oh, okay.
Where you been? But we're kicking off the show with an interim world.
Well, it's not the
title
same
match.
shite anyway. Fuck it. Fighter Fest, Fight for the Fallen. You know you're getting 2 hours of fucking dog shit, so I couldn't care what they call it.
What's this gimmick of interim?
They could call it AEW WrestleMania.
WWE wouldn't do this, would they? Interim titles. Because Punk, he didn't lose it. Fuck that shit.
If Punk's injured and they can't go, then that's on him. He would vacate the fucking belt, and they would just crown a new champ.
It's fucking...
Or a new chump, whatever you want to...
No, but it is embarrassing because it's like there's like a blurred line here whether it's counting as a fucking interim title.
Well, I mean, Moxley said he's the first 2-time champ, like.
Yeah, no, but he was kind of addressing the fact that, I know it's interim, like, but I'm still...
Well, if it's interim, then you're not really the champion, like, you're just holding it. It's like what Moxley is, basically what Moxley is, he's a guaranteed #1 contender. That is it. He's got #1 contender status, and he's defending that.
So he's not a champion?
I don't think... Do you think he's a champion?
That's what I'm saying, that's why they shouldn't do it.
They do that in boxing, though. Sometimes, it's like an interim champion, but it's not the real belt. If you know what I mean.
Nah, I know what you mean.
So
he's against Rush here. Who's Rush? Rush Limbaugh?
I was rushing for the door when I seen this fucking match announced. Like,
yep, I wish the Russians
shit.
would rush the door down. But yeah, there was blood. We had a TV cable wrapped round Moxley. Didn't really give 2 fucks about this. Jim Ross.
But this is a typical AEW match where you legit just know the outcome. Like, we all know Moxley's not losing here.
Yeah, like, JR turns around and says, Moxley's on a 14-match winning streak. He wants to win this.
No, he wants to lose it, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he says, like, lose it like... He says he wants to win or lose it like a man.
Well, that's good for JR. JR back on commentary after being demoted to Rampage. So, big JR. Normally only does the second hour, though. I don't know if that's good, saving JR for the second hour. I mean, possibly.
This was the first hour, though.
Oh, well, there you go. He must just be
this
back.
This kicked off the show, you dick.
Well, he must just be back full time then. I don't know.
I don't know, but... Yeah, Jericho... well, no, not Jericho. Fucking Moxley wins the match. Like we say, these matches are so predictable in AEW. It would actually be intriguing, like, if they just put the belt on this Rush guy.
No, would it? Well, I guess it can't be any worse than what Moxley's doing, but... Yeah, Moxley versus Rush. We had interference. I'm guessing this Rush is like Mexican or something because Andrade came out. The only thing I'm remotely interested in seeing Andrade in is this Ric Flair's last match. But he comes out, gets involved, and then 3 guys with masks come running out like absolute fucking bums. They look like 3 guys that are running to a piñata fucking party. They chase Andrade out, and then Moxley's left in the ring with this Rush guy, and Moxley wins. What a surprise! Moxley won, holy fuck. Wasn't expecting that. Groundbreaking TV, to kick off AEW.
But this is every AEW match, just like fucking a shit ton of interference.
Overbooked. Oh, we've got about 500 people on our roster, so we need 20 of them to interfere.
Overbooked worked back in the day when everyone was over.
Yeah,
like and each interference meant something. It doesn't work when
you've
more interferences and people who are over.
Yep.
That's the bottom line, but out comes Jericho, Judas, and then some guy's like, no, these people don't deserve this thing, Judas. But this, how many times have they done this gimmick?
I know, like...
And see, back in the day, this would actually be used to get, like, hate, but see now, it's like, there's actually people in the crowd probably greeting about the fact they don't get the fucking...
Oh, but I want to sing, Judas! I like singing, I like being a mark, I like singing, Judas. Fucking Mongoloids!
Mongoloids and DDO! Jericho says, fuck it, I want a world title match.
Well, I'm
the man, we have...
Moxley doesn't want to face... He doesn't want to face the magician, the wizard, or... the guy with 10,000 names. Moxley wants to face Lionheart, so he's just giving another name to him. 10,001 names then. What the fuck? It's Chris Jericho at the end of the day, right? You can call it whatever name you want. It's not like Mick Foley where you felt like, holy fuck, I'd rather face Dude Love because he might give me a cuddle than face Cactus Jack who might, pull
it's just like,
eyeballs.
We'll bury WWE every chance we get, but when Jericho was actually relevant, it's when he was in WWE, not Lionheart. Who
knew? But What, you were Lionheart Chris Jericho when you were facing Bret Hart in the dungeon and then getting watched in front of 10 people in ECW? Like,
but I'm reading the AEW results here on their actual website, and do you know there's no mention of Anna Jay's promo with the other guy? It's just fucking Moxley Jericho, which I don't blame them, like, but...
Yeah, Anna Jay came out, said she's the toughest and sexiest woman or whatever in AEW, and then she threatened to choke everybody out and said, I'll choke you out, and you out, and you out, and you out, and you... And it was like really, really fucking bad here, and then the other guy had to stop her. Probably realised this sounds shit.
You should have stopped her as soon as she went to speak. Would have saved us all.
Should have just had her standing there looking the part, and that was it. I mean, because she wasn't going to say anything that added to the show. I mean, who gives a shit really at the end of the day?
Seeing a promo where Jericho's like challenging Moxley, what can she really say to fucking
get us excited or add something to it? You know, it's like...
Absolutely, hee-haw. But in between this, Tony Schiavone joined the broadcast booth.
And the other guy's referring to the AEW is the AEW Galaxy, and he asked everyone to appreciate them. You know, so it's a knock on the WWE Universe, and it's a knock on Roman Reigns' acknowledgement. I know people are going to say, but that's what they're supposed to do. They're being sponsored entertainers. But it's just lame, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I know you could say it's their gimmick, but they're just taking shots at WWE. It's sad. It's fucking sad. It's not me defending WWE. It's just actually pathetic that they can't go a show without running down WWE. I mean, who else was... Someone else was... Moxley was doing it in his promo as well.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
This is the real title in professional wrestling, you know, like...
just like we said, the whole Lionheart gimmick again, it's just like slamming about WWE. Fuck it, we don't mention anything they did was bad. But Schiavone, he's joined the broadcast booth. We've got Ricky Starks taking on Danhausen. And we hate Danhausen, don't we?
We do hate him, he's fucking shit. There's people saying this guy's a draw. This guy's absolutely nothing, right? Couldn't even draw you a picture on fucking Microsoft Paint.
He's about 40, he's a flabby mess, and he looks like a fucking noncy mime.
No, but people are on about this guy's going to draw money for it. Aye, they're dead on.
This guy draws less than Fog Football, and it's been monetised 2 days.
There's a difference between being over with like a very small audience and being over like mainstream. If, like, ECW was over with its fans big time. Like, ECW is probably I'd say ECW is probably the most over company with its fans ever.
Yeah.
I'd say ECW probably had the most loyal fan base. But the thing is, its fan base was pretty small when you think about it. ECW did not appeal to the mass audience at the end of the day.
It was the hardcore.
Do you know what I mean?
Philadelphia.
And it's like this Danhausen guy. Yeah, there might be fucking 50-year-old neckbeards or whatever, and they might like the guy and they might travel 10,000 miles to get his autograph, but the average person looking at home saying, who the fuck is this wee skinny vanilla midget with all this face paint on acting like a goof? That's just the facts.
That's the bottom line, but a spear. Starks beats Danhausen. He then goes on the mic, very nice, very evil, but you're not absolute. Well, you're absolute shite. So
he asks for another challenger, he gets another challenger, Hook comes out, the commentary team orgasm over Hook. Honestly, this must be the most overrated guy in professional wrestling. He gets in the ring, Ricky Starks is a Taz guy in Party Team Taz, but Taz does not seem to give a shit now. He's showing complete 100% loyalty to his son. Hook
I think that's the biggest fucking problem here, like, but alright.
I know, but then Hook kind of just buries Ricky Starks, who I actually think, out of everybody in AEW, I think Ricky Starks is not bad. I actually kind of like Ricky Starks. But he gets buried, he loses the belt, and then he just like kind of shakes hands with Hook, and Hook walks off unbeaten, and Ricky Starks is no longer the FTW champion. So.
Yep, and then after the match he gets interviewed by Schiavone, and then Powerhouse Hobbs turns on him. Spine busters him into the deck, boom.
So I guess maybe we're getting a feud Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Are we supposed to care about that though? That's the real question. Probably not. Dante Martin up next, taking on Sammy Guevara. What a classic this was. Definitely didn't try and not fall asleep here.
Sammy Guevara picks up the win.
He does with the GTH. Yeah, he got it right. Right, next up we have backstage Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt. What is this, TNA 2007? Fucking give me it. Basically they say they have unfinished business with the best friends. Oh yeah.
Is it too much to ask for Tony Khan to put his fucking, nice guy, virtue signalling agenda behind him and get Ric Flair on this week's episode of AEW. I mean, why the fuck not? Could we not have a something with Ric Flair and Lee? He was going to send Ric Flair till that Dark Side of the Ring stuff came out. It's just pathetic. I mean, as good as this Jay Lethal, Ric Flair, Jeff Jarrett last match thing, you've Andrade on this show as well. Now, Andrade says he wants to kill Jay Lethal, but they're on the same show and nothing happens. See, for realism, like, could they not have just had a segment backstage where you seen Jay Lethal and Andrade fighting in the parking lot or something? Would have made more sense. I know AEW's going to say, well,
but listen,
they're going to say both of these guys are contracted to us, and that thing's nothing to do with us. So.
Oh, it's not that though. When it's the fucking Help Independent or ROH or fucking New
But
Japan.
it's pish, like, because they talk about Forbidden Door, and then they've got all these bums from AAA Mexico and New Japan and Ring of Honor. Yet the greatest of all time, Ric Flair, they could actually do something here to advance the storyline going into Ric Flair's last ever match. And they don't. I don't know. I thought that was a waste of opportunity. Like,
It's a waste of opportunity.
the only person that couldn't get is probably Jarrett, because I think he is actually contracted at WWE. Well, he is. He's at SummerSlam. But they could have had Flair the other night.
I know. Well, they didn't. Did they?
No, alright, they didn't have to get Flair, but they could have done something with Andrade and Lethal. But again, done absolutely
Looking
nothing.
forward to that wee match with the Ric Flair's last match. Pish pay-per-view name. Like,
Just hope he doesn't die, but
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Tony Schiavone though, he's in the ring, he's interviewing Jungle Boy. Luchasaurus is out there. Luchasaurus, who was with Jericho, is now with Jungle Boy.
Actually, he was with Christian.
Well, that's what I mean.
Why did you say Jericho then?
Oh, Jericho, Christian, they're both great, right? But this makes no sense. And then Jungle Boy explains it as of, oh, he was protecting you from me. Fuck off. It's just pish booking.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said, aye.
So what's that got to do with him acting like an evil bastard and killing people? Because Christian's ordering him to?
That's what he said.
So that's the gimmick. That they've just changed it here. So Luchasaurus turned heel, but he actually didn't turn heel. He was protecting Christian from Jungle Boy because Jungle Boy wanted to get his hands on him at the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Pretty much. Tell you what, I don't like Jungle Boy. He's a fucking midget and all this, but he was alright in the mic here. I'm not gonna.
No, I think Jungle Boy's alright. I think you hate on him.
No, I've never heard him speak before this.
I think Jungle Boy's not too bad. Like I think I mean he's certainly not the worst person in AEW. He's one of the four pillars.
Yeah, but he's like 4'11".
No, that's true.
And he looks like a fucking bum.
Sure. No, JR tried for years to put him over. Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
Aye, well.
Give a name if it's Jack. Couldn't care what his name
well, fucking Perry Senior's dead. So I mean that's the bottom line.
Christian says, last time I whipped your ass, I draped that leather jacket over you. This time I'll put a body bag over you and you can jump in the hole and snuggle up to your dead father. Yeah, this is great for Christian, like, he walks
sitting
off.
there with his wee leather jacket.
I mean, Christian should be the world champ. We know it's never going to happen, but he should, like.
Of course he should, man. What's going on? What's going on?
In an ideal world, Christian would be the champ.
Also on this show, it was like the trio tag titles have been announced, so we've had like numerous segments here. Young boys, the trios, but what the fuck? The trio tag titles? It's just because the roster's that big. We're just gonna put 3 people together.
I know, we've set up fucking tag titles, I don't know.
Shit show. WWE just would never do that.
Trio tag titles don't work in a mainstream. Maybe Mexico they got their own thing, like, but that's just proof that Tony Khan doesn't know what he was doing. Nobody wants to see trio fucking titles.
No, like why can't like a trio just hold like a fucking? I mean,
like the New Day, like the way they do it.
Oh, the Freebirds.
I mean.
But anyway, next up, Tony Nese and Smart. Oh, Mark Sterling.
The only thing I would say
is... Like dickhead. We don't need to say anymore.
Well, we do actually. The only thing I would say is AEW does seem to have an unproportionate amount of trio teams.
Yeah.
They've got the team that's Malachi Black, the Dark... What are they called? The Dark...
House of Black.
House of Black. Who's the team they were feuding
House
with?
Of Black.
Who's the team they were feuding with for ages? It had...
Eric Rowan?
Aye.
I don't know. The Rednecks or something?
I bet there's a name for them. Like,
the Inbreds. Big boring bastards.
Well, whatever they're called.
Oh yeah,
you've got the Luchas. You've got those Lucha brothers and the guy that they hang about with. And then you think the stables in AEW. Fuck knows.
Pixar.
Yeah, you think of the stables in AEW, like they could easily. Yeah, maybe they could just pretend Christian fit never happened, and they could team Christian back up with Jungle Boy and Lucha. There you go.
Oh, aye.
Shit with the teams.
LAX, boom, boom.
Sorted.
Oh, aye. Right. Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling, damn it. Taking
Tony
on.
Nese wins. Oh, right, they team up.
No, taking on. Tony Nese wins. Fucking hold your horses, cowboy. Right, they're taking on AEW tag champion, co-champion, Swerve Strickland. Who's he fucking tag terms with?
Keith Lee.
Is it?
Wait, so it's 2-on-1?
No, Keith Lee was banned from ringside. Who do you think wins?
The team with 2?
No, Swerve wins.
Fucking hell.
But Keith Lee got battered backstage.
By who?
I got battered backstage. Ring of Honor. Anyway.
Oh, who beat him up?
I don't know. Josh Woods, him. Fuck, he's pretty good.
Fuck him, I like him.
There. Right. Malachi Black and Brody King were backstage. Talks about his Darby Allin tattoo. And now he wants Darby Allin in a coffin match.
Did he actually talk about his tattoo?
No, he talked about
That's
wanting him in
alright.
a coffin match. So why the fuck's he getting a tattoo of him and then he gets him in a coffin match?
That's pathetic.
Yep. Talking about pathetic, Thunder Rosa takes on Maya Yamashita. And this match was
See, if I was in
definitely
a coffin match
shitty.
during AEW, I would happily lose it so I wouldn't have to watch this anymore.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa wins, right? And here's a couple of commentary notes. What a battle, guys. It was a war, but Thunder Rosa retains. Any thoughts on that?
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. And in our main event, woo! We had the American Dragon.
The Nature Boy!
The American Dragon. Bryan Danielson taking on Jericho Appreciation Society's Red Death, Daniel Garcia. Shit show. Blood everywhere. Bryan's just back. He nearly got dropped on his neck about fucking 15 times. Bleeding. Bryan does the running knee on the outside, throws him in the ring. This black hand grabs him. Oh no. Pile driver.
See,
Sharpshooter.
this is what pisses me off, right? They always say, oh, WWE don't care about their wrestlers. No, WWE's hard. I mean, anytime someone's got an injury in WWE, right? I mean, fuck it. For one, it's really hard for them to actually get back in the ring and get cleared and stuff. And two, I mean, WWE are just so, like, they try and protect them. It's like fucking AEW. Oh, you've got a neck injury, right? Let's powerbomb your neck first on the ring apron. I mean, I totally get it. Oh, like back in the day, someone's got a leg injury. Kayfabe, you attack the leg, but these fuckers are playing with people's lives.
I know. For the sake of fuck all.
It's like, you know, it's like, oh, Austin's got a broken neck, Triple H in the match, oh, he worked in the neck by, like, you know, dropping elbows on it, or put him in, like, rear naked, like, oh, sleeper. But, you know what I mean, that's fucking not real, like, it's not like, oh, Shawn Michaels is back, it hits him with a sledge. No, I mean, he's not actually, fucking see this was AEW, like, they'd probably say, like, Triple H, you get fucking that sledgehammer and you hit Shawn Michaels as hard as you literally
You hit him
can.
in his fucking all 12 of his discs.
You know what I mean, like, fucking hell, man.
And then after the match,
I
right?
totally get it, you work on the injured part, like, but I mean, in AEW, take it too fucking far. I mean, legit trying, oh, you've got a sore neck, right, we're gonna fucking jump all over it.
God damn. But yeah, I think the worst thing of the show is still yet to come. JR turns around and says after the match, tell your kids you were there. Referring to this match. Because it was an upset that fucking Garcia won. Tell your kids you were there. I was sitting in my bedroom watching Dynamite when Danny Garcia pinned Daniel Bryan.
It's not really, I mean, it's not...
It's not like, oh, I was there in the fucking Tokyo Dome when Okada bent over Kenny Omega, brother. 5-star. I mean, no. What about the Toronto Sky Dome when The Rock was scoring off with Hulk Hogan?
Or Hogan fucking slams Andre or something, you know, like, no.
But nah.
No. See when fucking Daniel Garcia fucking choked out Daniel Bryan,
With
man,
the help of an irrelevant Jack Swagger. Oh, I was there. Anyway, time to rate this crock of shite. I'm giving it a fucking -15 because I mean, no, I'll give it a 1. Fuck, a 1, like it's brilliant.
I'll give it a... I mean, the Jerry, I like the Christian Jungle Boy promo, that was no bad. Yeah, not a lot else was good.
Jericho and Christian Mon back to the WWE.
I'll give it
1 or 2, it's still pish, go for it.
I feel bad. No, you know what? Wrestling's been shite this week. It's getting a 1.
There we go.
It's been a very shite week for wrestling.
Is it going to get better on Rampage or SmackDown?
Is it? Fuck.
SummerSlam?
Ric Flair's last match might make it be a bit better.
It
Sunday night. Be
Dynamite.
there. Be square.
Peace.